Hello, my celestial kings and queens. This is Mystic Storm here to clear a path to a new life with you. So if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. You came at a great time, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more content from me, okay? So today we're doing our weekly intuitive reading. This is for the week of November 11th through November 17th. Again, whenever this message reaches you, this message is for you either way because it's timeless. So yeah, just make sure you are open to receive. Okay, so I have 3 rows here. This row will be the beginning of the week. This row, the middle row, will be the middle of the week. And then the last row will be the end of the week, weekend. So let's jump into it, shall we? We have self-esteem in reverse, the frog, and Ace of Swords, sorry. So right off the bat, to start this week off, we're having some self-esteem issues. The keywords here are confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. The number is 21, so 2 plus 1 is 3. So that is a very magical number, a very collaboration number here. So you might feel some self-esteem issues within teamwork or within whatever work that you're doing. With this, especially since Monday is 11/11, it's a very powerful day, isn't it? So it's kind of a little interesting that we're not feeling very confident in ourselves. So I would say if we are feeling a little shaky, if we feel like we can't continue to do what we need to do to move forward, I would urge that we take the time, the beginning of the week, to really nurture ourselves. Self-love, caring, take a spiritual bath. I personally just took my spiritual bath, so I'm just like, ah! So, especially, that's how the light is beaming against her. Yes. So when you take care of yourself, it shows. Your confidence level is going to be on point. So we might be, beginning of this month or going in, we know what we need to do. We're putting in a lot of work. And because we're putting in a lot of work, we're starting to get a little low vibrational, a little lack of confidence, and we feel like we can't do what we are set out here to do. So just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That's most important, the beginning of the week. So next we have the frog. And the frog is a water element. And of course, we're in Scorpio. That's the water element. And this is really calling us to cleanse and purify our spirit. We also have the full moon in Taurus on Tuesday to remind us. So this is very significant to really take care of ourselves, cleanse, and wash away all the troubles that we've had. Cleanse and purify anything that isn't serving us and let it go. That might be why we're having some self-esteem issues. It might be some low vibrational energies that we have attached to during the month, and we just need to clear all of that out. And next I have Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords here. So that's mental clarity. So once we come up out of this funk that we in the middle of the week, we're going to gain mental clarity to jump into the middle of the week. So again, I take this as, especially with the full moon in Taurus on Tuesday, take time for yourself. Take your spiritual bath, really sit down and release anything that isn't serving you, and go from there. After you do that, you'll feel so much better. You'll feel like, a brand new person. So it's beautiful. Okay, let's jump into the middle of the week. We have emotional balance, fire ant, and 7 of cups. So that's good since we have emotional clarity, or yes, mental clarity here. We're going to have more emotional balance during the middle of the week. And the keywords for emotional balance here is stability, harmony, peace, fluidity. And the number is 27. So 2 plus 7 is 9. That's wish fulfillment. And just look how the cup is just pouring over. And you see, if you can see, we have the light here and the dark. So that's that balance and that harmony there. So after cleansing with the frog, we're going to gain mental clarity and everything is going to be back in balance. So that's beautiful. But we do have the fire ant here. The fire ant. This is fire here with the fire element. And we might, with the emotional balance, or we might need to tend to the emotional balance, because with the fire ants, that's just all mental. If we are worn out, if we're tired, scenarios can pop up in our heads and we're constantly building up different scenarios and different things in our mind, and it's just until we explode. So this is really calling us to pay attention to our emotions and to strive for that balance. Make sure you meditate. Make sure you breathe. A lot of times we're not even breathing for the most part. We just, we're clasping our breath. And when you find yourself doing that, if you're caught up in thought, just take a second, breathe in deep, and release. So there might be some triggers during the middle of the week that will cause you to get a little anxious, a little probably angry. But if you have this emotional balance here, you can just let that wash over you. Don't worry about it and just keep it pushing. And next we have, for the middle of the week, 7 of Cups. So what I take from this 7 of Cups is the choice is yours how you're going to react to the situations here. So with the fire ant here, we can definitely be really angry, pop off if we need to. We could cry, get in fights, arguments. And remember, it is Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is still in full effect. And on Monday, I forgot to mention, the Sun and Mercury are conjunct. So they're very close together. And our communication is what is going to be brought into light. So with that being said, if our communication is brought into light and it's Mercury Retrograde, some lines can be crossed. Some communication barriers might be hard to get through. So people might be just wiring out. Excuse me, I had a phone call and I see that as confirmation that yes, when it's Mercury Retrograde and people are going to be a little crazy with this Sun and Mercury conjunct here. But ultimately, again, it's your choice how you react. And the odds are in your favor. If you tend to yourself and do a lot of self-care during the beginning of the week, the middle of the week should not affect you as much. Everybody else can be like the fire ant and have blow-ups and pop-offs, but not you, because you got this message. So, yes. So, let's get into the end of the week weekend. We got crown chakra. Yes, we coming up out of this. Unicorn. Yes. And then we have Ace of Wands reverse. So what I'm taking from this is after the self-love and the healing that we're doing, we might be doing some ritual work for the full moon. And then with us gaining more harmony and stability in our lives with the emotional balance and just taking control of our lives, not letting other people dictate our emotions, especially if you're an empath. I know for me, like, I can pick up people's energies real quick, and that can affect my whole mood when those energies aren't even mine. So just make sure you take whatever energies that you receive, you transmute them and and release them how you will want them played out. So with the crown chakra, you know your power. You know your power. And you're going to get messages and downloads this week. I feel like all week because it's the full moon and Taurus is on Tuesday. But, you know, energies linger for the full moon 3 days before and 3 days after. So this is very, very significant and very good to see. And then we have the unicorn. Very majestic, intuitive, magical animal. So I feel like, and look, it's the full moon. The full moon behind the unicorn. So we're going to get divine downloads. And the crown chakra number here is 43. And then 4 plus 3 is 7. So take it as you will. It's a very spiritual number. But with the unicorn here, with the full moon behind it, we're definitely going to tap into some ancestral downloads here for the end of the weekend. But again, energies go back and forth, and time is an illusion. So you might get some of this at the beginning of the week. You might have some self-esteem issues towards the end of the week. So just be mindful of that because it's all how it plays out for you. And then after we have the crown chakra and the unicorn, we have the Ace of Wands reverse. So whatever your passion projects are right now, I feel like this is more gearing towards the self-esteem issues. We still have some doubt here. Don't be doubtful because you have the power, you have the tools to really manifest what you want in your life. So once you pay attention to all of that, there's no need to worry about this false beginning for your passion project. So let me clarify the Ace of Wands reverse here with the tarot. Let's see. We got King of Cups. King of Cups. So that's water element here because we are in Scorpio season. But with that, we need to gain control of our emotions, and we have been putting in work to do that. So if you have any doubts, because doubts can creep in at any time, but also know that you have control over your emotions. We know this because we put in the work this week with the emotional balance here. And for the passion project here underneath the deck, 2 of Wands. So it comes right after the Ace. And just know, look, you are the creator. Look at the world in its hands. So know that you are powerful. Know that you can manifest anything that you want in this life. And know that whatever you are thinking about doing, because with the full moon in Taurus, Taurus is an earth element, and it's also good for, bringing in investments, materializing money. and working on our business and things like that. Don't be afraid if you don't really have, if you're having doubt about your passion project, because if it's your passion project, that's what you're supposed to do. So the first thing you have to do is start research, and keep it going. So this is beautiful, y'all. This is what I have for this week. If you have any questions, or if you want to dig any deeper into this, make sure you email me at mysticstorm333@gmail.com. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more content from me, okay? All right, y'all. We clearing paths to a new life, and I'll see you in the next one.